Amazon returns. They should not be a headache. I'm going to show you a 3-step process of how returns happen on Amazon, in particular if you are an FBA seller. Let's get started. Now, the information in this video is only focused on if you're doing FBA or fulfillment by Amazon. If you're doing fulfillment yourself, then the information here doesn't really apply to you. But before we get started, if you want to learn more information about how the Amazon Sellers Society can help you set up your own business on Amazon, UAE, or KSA through a program we call the Done For You service, make sure that you check out our website. You'll be able to book a call with our team and learn a little bit more about this service. And you'll find all of the information in the description box of this video, as well as the links in one of the comments. And also you could just visit our website, www.assmiddleeast.org. Now, before we get going, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment in the comment section below if you want to win a consultation call with me where we talk about everything related to Amazon. Let's talk about the 3-step process, starting with number 1. Product is ordered. So once a product is ordered by the customer, Amazon is pretty lenient, to be quite honest, and they give the customers sometimes up to 30 days to return the product. There are a lot of reasons why and how a customer can return the product, but to be quite honest, Amazon is pretty lenient and it sides with buyers, your customers, more than it sides with sellers. So it's pretty rare that the customer is not allowed to return a product. Mostly they're going to be able to return the product. But before you get angry with Amazon, let's look at the statistics. Statistics show that 79% of e-commerce customers are unwilling to purchase a product online if there are no free returns. So imagine that. Another statistic shows that almost 20 to 30% of your orders online will result in returns, which, by the way, is lower than the returns that happen in retail, in regular brick and mortar stores. However, returns just seem to be a little bit more upsetting online. But I'm going to show you a few things to avoid in order to avoid having a high return rate at the end of the video, so keep watching. Number 2, the customer decides to return the order. Once the order is returned by the customer, then it's sent over to the Amazon FBA warehouse where it's going to be inspected. So the customer service or the seller service department in the Amazon warehouse is going to check and inspect your products, and they might decide that it's actually sellable, meaning it's fine to sell it again, or it might be damaged. Here is a list of the conditions that might occur to the product, and Amazon might add your product under those conditions. Now, with that being said, 2 main things to focus on. If the product is okay, then Amazon will deem it sellable, and then they will return it back to your inventory where you'll be able to sell it. If the product is slightly damaged or according to the Amazon team cannot be resold, then it will be added to your unfulfillable inventory or unsellable inventory. Now, step number 3, this is where you need to make a decision. For all of your unfulfillable inventory, you have 2 main things that you can do. Number 1, you can remove that inventory, and thus you can ask Amazon to just simply remove it from the warehouse and deliver it to a local address, where once you receive those units, you can decide what to do with them. You can inspect them further. Maybe you can change the packaging and send them back again to the warehouse to sell. Or maybe you want to donate them to charity or give them to someone as a gift if you can't really sell them again. Number 2, you might also decide to just get rid of those products, basically, because maybe they're not really that valuable for you, or maybe you don't actually live in the same country where you are selling as Amazon. So just getting rid of the inventory is sometimes the only option that you have, which basically means you're telling Amazon to throw away that inventory. Now, is it important for you to remove that unfillable inventory? Oh, yes, you bet it's very important. It's actually very important to remove it, because leaving unfulfillable inventory in your Amazon warehouse will actually affect your IPI score, your Inventory Performance Index score, which affects your inventory and how much Amazon will allow you to add inventory in their warehouses. So make sure you always don't have any unfulfillable inventory or any inventory that you cannot sell, because also you're actually paying warehousing fees for the inventory at the same time, which you can't sell and you can't make money out of. So just get rid of it. Now, where do you find a full report about your returns, and so that you can learn a little bit more about the conditions of those returns? Let's check. So you log into Amazon Seller Central, and then you go into the hamburger menu. you go into reports and then you click on fulfillment. Once you're on the fulfillment dashboard, then what you need to do is you need to scroll down to the bottom and then click on FBA customer returns. Once you do that, you want to generate a report. So then go to, let's say, last 30 days so that we can check the last 30 days of returns. Click on generate report. So as you can see here, you can see the date of the returned item. You can see the order number so that you can click and you actually see the order itself. You can see the quantity that was returned, where it was returned to, the XB3, what is the disposition. So in this case, this product is defective and it gives you a reason as to why it was defective. In this case, the product was sellable because the customer refused it. So it's very simple. Now, once you click on the customer return reason, you can learn a little bit more information. As you can see here, the customer is saying there's an obvious white scratch on the product. So the customer decided not to keep the product because they saw scratches on the product. Let's look at another one here. The customer is saying it's nice, but the lid is way too tight for a child to handle. So all of this information is very necessary because it helps you understand a little bit more about the product, and if you have created maybe something wrong in the description that you need to fix in order to avoid getting a lot of returns. It also can help you understand if there's actually something wrong with the product itself. So for example, if you're getting a lot of returns saying that the product is scratched, then you probably need to see the issue with the packaging of the product. Maybe it's getting damaged when it's being shipped. So this report is very important, and I would suggest that you check it on a weekly basis. Now, what is the financial damage that happens once a product is returned by a customer? First and foremost, if the product is damaged, then you might have to dispose of the product. So the unit cost is something that's something that you cannot be reimbursed for, so you're liable for that. But most importantly, you are liable for the FBA fees. So Amazon will return the full price of the product to the customer, and they will reimburse you for the referral fee, the percentage that they take. However, you are still liable to pay for the FBA fee because Amazon takes the FBA fee for fulfillment services, pick, pack, and ship the product over to the customer. Technically speaking, they still did that service, so they're not going to be able to refund you. That's why if you have a high return rate and your products happen to have a big size, so your FBA fees are quite high, then this could be potentially very damaging for your business. So this is something that you need to check. However, like I said in the beginning of the video, 20 to 30% is the actual return rate for products online. So this is something that is part of doing business in general, not just on Amazon. I'll see you in another video with more information. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. Bye.